What up, wolves? It's your boy, the Bad Wolf. All right, let's take a gander on the Social Security Administration, otherwise known as the SSA. So before we get in there, I want to thank a couple of you guys. There's just been so many people joining the channel lately. It's been getting a little overwhelming trying to keep up with the emails and stuff, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. Thank you for sharing my videos on Facebook and your YouTube channels, and thank you for the shout outs to some of you other guys out there with bigger YouTube channels who've plugged me. Appreciate that. I've been getting offers from multiple companies now to promote on my little channel. I don't even know why yet. It ain't like I have like 100,000 or something crazy, but anyway, each one of you guys means something to me personally. That goes from the smart one to the crazy one to the funny one. All of you guys are just wild, so I appreciate you. All right, so let's get into it. So, the Social Security Administration, what is it? Okay, it is a subpart of a corporation, the corporation known as the United States government. Congress formed the United States government as a corporation in the act called the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1871. Look it up. Remember, I'm just a non-combatant, non-belligerent, non-person, Lord of Lovitica, okay? Treaty with the United States, friend of all. Neutral nation. All right, non-profit. Okay, so that means we are not talking about the national government of the United States of America. We are talking about the private corporation named the United States government, or corporate U.S., better known as all caps, the U.S., U.S., or United States. So what does it do? Okay, for whatever reason, a person might decide that they want a Social Security account and go ahead and set one up. So the SSA then creates a trust. Okay, and that makes the account, or this. Okay, so it ends up being a trust for a general trust fund. That account is known as Social Security number, so your SSN. That makes the applicant a trustee. Okay. And the name, and they name the trust with the title that sounds like the person's names, but it's spelled in all capitalized letters, which we've already talked about. Okay, you should know this. If not, if it's your first time here, hit that bell, like, subscribe, because your boy's dropping them, spitting hot fire like Dylan. Okay? So at your request, you essentially created a trust, or your parents did for you, which means technically you did not open up that trust, but that's for another time. And for this, they give you an account number, and you officially become a taxpayer in the overlay of the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., which is not a state. It abides or exists in Washington, or the District of Columbia, from the date it was created and forever, essentially. Okay, even though you, the applicant, may reside elsewhere, when you, the applicant, act as trustee to that trust, meaning you use it, you are considered to be in Washington, D.C. All right. Now, for those of you who didn't know, when people are born, the parents give them names which are proper pronouns, which are spelled with the first letter initialized or capitalized, and the remaining in lowercase. Okay, but the trust that the SSA creates is a given name, so there's a difference. And a name that sounds identical to yours, looks identical, spelled even identical, but that's done in all capitalized letters, which you guys should know if you've been watching my channel. If not, watch the videos. Speaking of which, I'm going to take this moment for a commercial break. For those people who have been asking questions, be sure to check out all of the videos, as many as possible, before sending me an email. Now, if you aren't seeing all of my videos, it's because you need to go to my main page, which is just James C. Lovett. Okay, and when you get there, use the search, and for things like taxes or whatever else, put it in there, click search, and you'll find the videos that related to that topic. And remember, YouTube won't show you all of my videos, just certain ones, so there's lots of information. Go to the main page and view, scroll, view, scroll, view. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, so when a man opens a bank account, does he open it in the name of the trust, or does he open it in his own name? When he buys a house, is it the same thing? Okay, so the answer is, if he used the trust name or the relating social security number, it is in the trust that you're opening it up for. Okay, which is why they usually capitalize your name somewhere in there. You use your social. Okay, and don't give me that look. You know that we talk about other ways to not have to use your social. Okay, every time you use it, you're re-upping your U.S. citizenship status. Okay, so. Okay, now you have to ask yourself two questions. First, are you a federal employee? Most of you guys would like to say no. But then, why can you get a driver's license and yet enter into a federal building barely checked? Interesting. Federal employee looking at. So, okay, so going from there, these are keys to unraveling tax questions presented by most protesting taxes and the solution given by the IRS. Okay, when taxed, we must remember that the person, meaning the human being, that they're reclaiming that you're the human being, but we already know that person doesn't really mean the natural you, the real living being. Though by statute term may include a firm, labor organization, partnership, association, corporations, legal representation, trustees, in bankruptcy, receivers, as such found in Black Law's Dictionary, 5th edition, page 1028. Being taxed is the person employed in the tax jurisdiction. Okay. Let's see how we're doing on time. Okay, so if the person employed was the trust, then the proper IRS form to file is 1041. If the person that was employed has flesh and blood, was a flesh and blood person or man or woman, then the IRS says the proper form to use is a 1040. Okay. However, if you look at the OMB number, which is Office of Management Bureau for the Paper Reduction Act, which is the number in the upper right corner that says OMB and then a number. Okay. If you look up that code, okay, in Title 26, Section 31, it says this form only applies to federal employees. Yahtzee. All right, so that means that only federal employees can use that form, 1040. So if you are using it and you're claiming under penalty of perjury that you are in fact a federal employee. So see how I'm telling you guys are contracting, which is why, like I said, on blacksite32.com, I provide a revocation of election for this particular situation. Okay. Otherwise, it says if you are not a federal employee, then you are, and you use 1040, you are essentially lying, and you could be prosecuted under the criminal code. Now, are they really going to go after you for paying them? Not so much. But at least now you know what's really going on. Okay, and then now this file, if I remember, should be. I'll put it on Black Site 32 for those people who want to go through all of it line by line. But then they start talking about what's taxable, what is tax free. Okay. Constructive trust. Okay, what is a constructive trust? You can look it up. A regular trust, trust indenture act, and it's going to kind of break down things a little bit more. Now, this particular file is not the file to do a revocation of election, but if you guys want to get more familiar with what I just kind of covered, that'll be up there in the free downloads. Okay? So, appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, support the channel, join the Wolf Pack if you can. It's only $2 a month for great knowledge. You're not going to find knowledge like this, especially in the private area, for, just laying around. Not to say you can't find it anywhere else. I'm just saying people are charging a whole lot for what I'm giving you guys 90-some% for free. So support and have a great day. Stay healthy, stay wise, stay woke. Talk to you later.